mission to put the latest news scandal on, but unpaid bills have blocked my channels like propranolol. It's tough to get a handle on. It seems it's best to wait. Like a fever and a sore throat, you better skip the methotrexate. Give your immune system a chance to get straight. Your best mate down the pub sells gabapentin at the best rates. Get bloated like prednisolone with Cushingoid features. The kicks and snares were fine. Bass lines annoyed the speakers. Blew out many an amp. What rhyming? Not a case of if but when. It's simply just timing, like diclofenac, eating away your gut lining. A lot of rappers talk about drugs, I'm talking literally. A litany of tricks employed by the pharmaceutical industry. Drug A causes side effects, so you need drug B to counteract the effects, but it's less effective, let's add C. Next thing you know, the list goes from A to Z. Stop one of the tablets, the very next day you're dead. Better to live in a state of sedation than live in real life with real pain. Facing real situations, antibiotic resistance, you gotta be kidding. Alexander Fleming turning in his grave like, what happened to my penicillin? It's a miracle it still works at all, the way we've been dishing it out like sweeties. First of all, speaking of which, here's a warning. Cut out the sugar and carbs or wind up on metformin. If that didn't work, then we'll just add more in. Then escalate to insulin. Tough lesson, mate, we didn't win. I'm feeling a bit fidgety. Pass the Ritalin, a healthy dose of methylphenidate to help you get it straight. Wait, overindulge in meat, beer and red wine. Got gout? Take 2 of these and you'll be just fine. But don't call me in the morning. They pronounce it allopurinol. I don't want to get more involved. Taking it's like a urinal. By the way, if it takes an hour and a half to pee, it doesn't mean you've got increased bladder capacity, just taking longer to empty it. Jay-Z released a track called PSA. I suspect what he meant was this, on which note, better half your dose of frusemide or you'll be up all night, sounding like a human Nile river. Another bow in the quiver, feather on the cap, the chloramphenicol attacked. That bout of conjunctivitis that didn't even need treating. A couple of puffs of salbutamol to help with your puffy breathing. Couple of zopiclone rounds off a lovely evening. I think I sprained the trigger finger on my scissors rock paper hand. Pain in the rear end like a prostate exam. Better double up on the finasteride. Last of the Mohicans, the only survivor that survived. Quick jab of Botox for that fixed rictus grin. Your face looks pretty grim, but your beautician will fit you in. They're eminently qualified to have your facial expression looking permanently horrified, saying you've heard it. Don't blame me, blame the universe, or whichever deity you worship. You open your mouth attempting to sleep on this, can't get a line in edgeways like an inept anesthetist. Whatever happened to no snitching? Is it only me? Are all these rappers spilling their guts like Crohn's disease? That's pretty thin, like your blood on warfarin. Online pharmacy app on my phone to get my order in. Some say no to drugs like they say no to violence, but that's what's known in the industry as being non-compliant. For every ailment, we've got something in the armory. What do you call a parrot on drugs? Polypharmacy.